Hey guys, welcome back to Gunpla TV and Merry Christmas!
Yes indeed, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays wherever you are, and we are on episode number 259, and as you can tell, although we're a tiny bit late, I guess.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit late. This is kind of going to be our Christmas and holiday special.
Just think about it as Happy Holidays, Happy New Year special.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, in Japan, Christmas Day is not a holiday, so we are working just a regular day. So it doesn't really feel like... I came into work on Monday, and until somebody said Happy Christmas to me...
It was me.
I didn't even, like, realize that it was Christmas Day.
I made cupcakes.
Like, oh, crap,
I hope
today
you liked
is
your
Christmas.
cupcake.
It was delicious.
Yay.
She makes the best red velvet cupcakes. Oh, it was delicious.
Well, anyway, so we have a big show for you today.
Yes, we have lots to talk about.
Yeah.
Boy, look at this. And, of course, my happy tree is back, and... surprise. And of course, as I mentioned last week, we have the Mecha Tro. And what do you have?
So this is Megami Device. This is the first time we've ever done a Megami Device kit.
Right.
So we're going to take a close look at that.
The first and maybe not the last.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think more people are probably looking forward to seeing that. So I think I will go first with the Mecha Tro and get this little guy out of the way. What do you say to that?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Alright, let's have a quick look at the Mecha Tro. So here we go. It's the Mechatro We Go, and this is, I want to point out, this is in 1/20th scale and not 1/35th scale, because I believe the original release of this kit was just the 1/35th scale, and those are quite a bit smaller, but I do believe you get two for that kit, as the 1/20th scale one only has one, and it is kind of cool. And it does say this is Mechatro We Go number 2. I don't know what number 1 was, to be honest. This one actually came out last year, 2016, but we haven't had one on this show before. And being Hasegawa, actually, I didn't even realize that this was a snap-together kit, because usually Hasegawa doesn't do snap-together kits. They're always glued together.
Right.
And it has...
And it's an original series. It doesn't have an anime or anything to it.
I think it's just something Hasegawa created on their own.
It's a concept of, it's like set in a future world where in order to get to school safely, the kids have to ride the Mechatro We Go.
Oh, okay. Well, that
so I guess
makes
it's a little
sense.
dangerous in whatever future this exists in.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, I guess these are going to be just every kid in the future. Like nowadays, kids want iPads. I guess in the future, maybe. Mommy, I want a Mechatro.
Yeah, and you might notice, like with the box art illustration, they often have children.
Right,
and
actually.
that's because children are the ones writing it.
I wanted to point that out at some point in this video. It came with this cool artwork on the manual, so you can see the children there. So every kid has their own. The box is actually the same.
It's a little scary because there are hands coming out of everywhere. It kind of looks innocent at first, but you can see around the edges of the bottom and the windows up top, there's just hands coming out like almost like zombies.
You know, I hadn't even noticed it. Like here, you got some hands like sticking out.
Yeah, and check out
some more hands.
Check out the very bottom.
And there's some hands. They're all coming for the kids, I guess. That's very ominous, I guess you could say. That's
anyway, something's going on in this alternate version of Earth that is a little scary.
Right? Interesting. Maybe this is like the Attack on Titans, like future type thing, or whatnot. Zombies, I guess. But
you know, the shape of the robot actually reminds me a bit of Machine and Krieger.
Ah, okay, yeah. It's really got a unique shape, and Machine and Krieger kits always have like very unique designs and shapes to them. And this is very Machine and Krieger-ish, I kind of feel.
But a much lighter version of...
Right, maybe like a more happy, kid-friendly version of Machine and Krieger, would you say?
Yeah.
It's a lot different than a Gundam kit. It's got this really cute, stocky body, I guess you could say, with really tiny stubby little legs and arms, but the arms do have claws on them, so I guess they can pick up something. So the claws can be opened and closed. So articulation is kind of, it's not double jointed knees or anything, but it's decent enough, I guess. Not as good as some of the more recent Gundam kits that we see. Now, there's something hiding in the middle of this kit, and that is going to be the student pilot for this one there. So you can see, yeah, it comes with the child pilot figure, and this is, I guess, as Lindsay said, this is how they get to school. He just hops in Mechatro WeGo and off he goes.
Yep.
Which is cool. I wanted to point out the figure actually required glue. So most of this kit was snapped together, but the figure I did have to glue together to build that figure. So that is one thing. But if you don't have glue, then you can build it without the glue. I wanted to also, speaking of the construction, mention that so I built a lot of the Bandai kits, and I've built the Aoshima recently, and I've built a lot of like Kotobukiya kits, and I gotta say, I was kind of really impressed with the construction of this one. I think Hasegawa did a really good job on the construction. It wasn't overly complex. It wasn't, everything kind of went together pretty well. The parts were nice, crisply molded. It reminded me a lot of an actual Bandai kit in those regards. So I kind of, actually, after building this kit, I really do wish that Hasegawa would do more of these kind of snap-together kits, because they seem to do a pretty good job at it, just judging by what I've seen with this one. That's kind of cool. Oh, one thing more, the head does open up, so maybe if he wants to peek out the top without opening that body, he can do that. Alright, so I don't know if there's a whole lot more that I can show off for this kit, so I think that we will cut it there.
Alright.
Alright, so that's it for the Mechatro. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I know, I was kind of impressed with this. Hasegawa did a pretty good job with this. And if you're interested in like the look of this kit, it's kind of just really different than a normal Gundam looking thing, then I really recommend picking up one of these.
And they come in lots of different colors, so
they come in different colors and different sizes, so you have that 35th scale ones that will be a bit smaller. This guy is 1/20th scale, so he's a bit larger. So you have your choice, different choices.
Yep. All right, cool. Let's take a look at Megami Device.
Okay.
SOL Roadrunner. So here she is, Megami Device, the SOL Roadrunner. So this was very similar to building a Frame Arms Girl kit. First it asks you to build the basic body parts, like her casual version, and then it asks you to rebuild several parts, most notably the legs, to give her all of her armor. Oh, and the head, of course. So she actually has two complete heads. You can have her here with the helmet or with her hair. I actually prefer the hair because they did a really nice job with the layering. You can see kind of, if the camera doesn't get blurry, there are actually a lot of little parts that it asks you to put on the head once it's together. And, you know, you've got like this little hair curl up here. And just some nice parts around here. Now, I got sick over the weekend and I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to this, unfortunately. No. So there are some nubs, a little bit of leftover runner plastic on there I wish I could have cleaned up.
Oh my goodness, Lindsay.
But it's good enough for now. I think you guys can get a feel for how nice it is even with those on there. So because this is a Kotobukiya kit, she also comes with pre-painted faces, which, as I mentioned before, my favorite part of Kotobukiya kits. So she has this kind of, I don't know, a gasp?
Gasp? Gap?
Gasp.
Gasp?
She's got her mouth open like she's going...
Okay. Oh! Maybe she's surprised.
And then she's got her standard smiling face. And then she has kind of an ornery face. An
ornery face?
Which I also have right here.
Oh! Look at that goodness.
Kind of, yeah. She looks really cheeky, yeah. So, let's see. When you actually switch between casual mode and armor mode, there are just a few parts that it asks you to change out, and I don't even think you need to. One of them is the stomach. She has just a flesh-colored stomach part, which I have right here for you. These are the only pieces it asks you to change out from the kit itself.
I wish I had a stomach that I could change out.
So you can see, you can just give her a bare stomach if you like, and it just pops out. The orange part on the front pops out, and you pop this one in.
Talk about the bare necessities.
The other parts are, I don't feel they're as necessary. One of them is to give her bare shoulders, and I think she looks fine with bare shoulders even when she's in armor mode. So there's really a lot of options that you can do here. Some of them are more hidden, like this one is the leg piece, and I don't even think you would see this flesh-colored plastic. Even if I kept this in.
Joint?
Yeah, and this is the neck. And again, I don't really see the need to take it out if you don't want to bother. So that's nice because you can switch her between casual and armor mode without doing much part swapping. The other is the breastplate. As you can see, this one has armor on it, and the other one is just a plain orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you with her helmetless head. There we go, very cute.
Yeah.
And then she has her legs, and Todd is handing me them right now. And they're easy to pop in and out. I'm going to keep the heavy armor on right now.
Okay, so she's got some more sexy legs to go with it.
Yeah, this is just like the Kotobukiya kit, the frame arms girl kit, I mean. She just had like armorless legs that you can pop in instead, and there is
a jointable
lot
toe.
of joints going on here. It's double jointed, so she can kneel down all the way. But with the armor on, it does make it a little harder, which is why I'm showing you this with the bare leg. And I just knocked her. So as you can see, she's got a lot of parts going on here.
She got some wheels in the back?
Yeah, so this wheel can come down.
It's like rollies.
Yeah, so it's like to help her, you know, maneuver around on the battlefield. That pops down. This is double jointed as well, but she can't reach as far with the extra armor pieces on. There is, of course, a very nice heavily armored heel, but it does not have the same posable toes. So you're a bit more limited in how you can pose her with this armor on, but it looks so cool that, you know, I would always go for the armor myself. And it does pop out a bit. If I can do this without, maybe I can take her off. Okay, so I'm gonna just take her off the stand because that's kind of getting in the way. So you can see.
I really like the armor pieces. They look great on this kit.
The armor will kind of pop out.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's a bit that you can do with it. It's not super posable, but you do have options.
Options are always good.
Yes. And the other thing I wanted to point out, since I've taken this off, is that this piece actually requires glue. Like, Kotobukiya kits are primarily snap fit, but some parts do ask for glue, and this one did, and I did not glue it so I could show you guys this. But this is just her side waist piece, and you need to take it off to get her on the stand. So I just thought it would be easier. I mean, you can pop the back part off too to get it, but I just thought it'd be easier to take on and off without the glue for now.
Yeah, that works. It's good to point out for people out there that don't have glue.
Now, one of the coolest parts of this kit is the weapon, which I think is really unique looking. It's not a huge thing, but let me, oops, I took off the joint in her hand.
Uh-oh.
I hope I can get this out. There we go. So she comes with a lot of hand choices. I've got the very basic ones on right now, but this one...
Oh, I think she just lost some...
Don't worry about it. I need to get this on first. So she comes with a little gun, which you can pose by itself. Oops. Sorry, guys.
There you go.
But the coolest part is this blade piece that goes underneath the gun, And it has translucent purple there to kind of give it a unique...
That is a cool color.
It is.
It's, like
it's really nice. It's the same one that's on her helmet, actually, too.
Ooh.
Her visor. So to get it in, you just take off that blade part and then snap it right back in so she can hold it.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
Obviously, I don't have it very well posed right now, but you can do what you like with that.
Yeah.
She comes, of course, with the left hand option too, so you don't have to hold it in the right. This pose is more for like if she's shooting the gun, but you can swing it around the back way so she can use it like a blade as well. I feel like I've kind of gotten off camera there, but sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so let's see. I gotta pop this.
There you go. Yeah, she's
piece back
needing
in.
a bit extra something in that front there.
All right, let's just take that off and put this back on.
All right, give her a hand.
Yeah, there we go. So I think that's about it.
Well, it looks pretty cool.
It is. It's really neat.
It's really similar to the frame arms girls. So.
It is in size, and it is compatible with the frame arms parts. So that's nice too. So you can give her some extra accessories, extra armor if you like.
Yeah.
I think that about does it.
Okay.
So that was our very first Megami Device kit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing another one.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you do more too. She just looks fabulous with
yeah,
those great colors and...
Yeah, and they have some really unique designs. This one's nice, but I also really like their ninja-looking ones. Anyways, that's all for that.
Okay,
so
we have a few more things to talk about. So last year, you guys saw this first. Sid was still here last year when I first showed this. Let me bring it on over here to the front and center. So my grand Christmas tree does make a return this year. So the only thing I really changed compared to last year was I got a new lighting kit for this. So last year it was just kind of, it was like a hodgepodge. I had these really cheap 100 yen shop LED lights that I got.
And you had a lot of them.
I had, because each one only had 8 LEDs on it, so I had to buy 4 of them. So that meant I had 4 control boxes with batteries at the bottom. So I was running 8 batteries for just like a total of 32 LEDs. But I was in another market and I found this 100, this set has 100 LEDs on it. And it's got all like a bunch of different style of blinking modes and whatnot. And the color is green too, so it blends in with the tree better, because the other one I had before was clear wires, like clear plastic, and it stood out a little bit. But with these green wires, you can't really tell that it's in there a little bit. So
yeah, it looks really nice, like your ornaments as usual.
Yes, the ornaments are back, and I have a new one that I wanted to point out for the show. I got this one, and I was really excited to find this one. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. Here it is. So it's the Golden Boo! Isn't that great? I mean,
he's very happy.
I was very happy. Actually, this is from a UFO catcher.
Oh, really?
and the gold was like one of the rarer colors in there, so I was really excited to be able to get my Golden Poo. And then this other lady that was behind me, she clapped when I got it.
Nice. Congratulations.
Like, a lady in Japan clapped for me winning a Golden Poo. I was like, this is my life now, and it's grand. But also, I have toilet paper over here too, because you gotta have the set. If you have the poo, you gotta have toilet paper. And it's got that smiley face on there too. Isn't that grand? It's just beautiful, isn't it?
It's great.
All right. So speaking of beautiful, let me move this back over.
I'm gonna poke my eye out with that.
I'll shoot your. It'll shoot your eye out. You know, that reminds me of a certain movie. You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, I only had to watch that every year.
Every year. So this is kind of... This is like an American tradition, really. There's like a movie in America, and it's called, for everybody that doesn't live in America, there's a really famous Christmas movie in America called Christmas Story. And I believe it came out originally in 1983, and lots of people know this movie. And last year I built the Christmas tree. And actually last year when I built the Christmas tree, I had an idea for something that I wanted to also build.
I'm scared. By the way, I don't know what's in the box.
Right.
So this is a surprise to me too.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Sorry.
Are you ready to see it? Are you ready to see my masterpiece?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Is it a head?
This one is not a head.
Is it a severed Gundam head?
Look, it says Fragile. I think that's Italian.
Yeah. So, is it Italian?
Is it Italian? No.
Okay.
All right. So some people who really love that movie might already know what's in the box.
I don't.
You don't? You forget the movie?
I mean, is it a...
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
guess.
play some nice, sexy music.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What have you done?
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh my god.
So in the movie, there is a scene the dad wins this award, and the award is this really, it's actually a sexy leg in the movie, and
yes.
it's a leg, and it's actually a leg lamp. So
yes,
this is actually, I have a cable here. This is actually a lamp.
Oh my god.
And there's actually more to it. I kind of went all out on this.
You did.
Shall we take a bit of a closer look at this?
Yes.
All right, let's take a bit closer look at my leg lamp.
Okay.
So yeah, here we have it. Isn't it indescribably beautiful? That was another line from the movie. So yes, from the movie Christmas Story, which is just a famous American Christmas story. There's one scene in the movie, the dad wins the prize, and the prize that he wins is this leg lamp, and he's just so proud of this leg lamp that he has to put it front and center of the window, and then like the whole neighborhood comes out and looks at it, and this guy's poor wife is like so embarrassed because there's this really sexy leg lamp just on like the middle of the front window of this house, and everybody's staring at it.
I think I prefer this sexy leg, to be honest.
Isn't it? So my original idea that I had last year, of course, was to use the original RX-72 leg to build the lamp, but then thinking about it a bit more, I thought, wow, you know, that Mega Side, or the Unicorn Gundam leg is actually going to work out a lot better for this maybe, because it really does have this nice sexy look to it, and doesn't it look grand? Oh gosh, where am I going to begin with this? Alright, let's start. Where should I even begin? Let's start with the lamp. Let's go to the basic. Let me plug this sucker in. So on the top of the lamp, there's a cord here. I went crazy. I have this thing all wired up. And I have an E17 socket lamp bulb on here. So that, yes, indeed, just like the movie, I can light her up. And isn't that grand? Ew.
Are you going to actually put this in your home and use it as a lamp?
You know, I think I will. I put this somewhere in the shelf, maybe in like the model room, just have it sitting there. Or, I don't know, maybe in front of the window really would be best. So just so everybody that can enjoy my work. All right, but wait, there's actually more to this, and it might not show up so well with this part turned on and with the other light on. So maybe if you could, Lindsay, could I have you turn off the light for a second?
Oh
There
my
you
goodness,
go.
I'm sorry.
No, not to worry at all.
Okay, here it goes.
Are you good? All right, so now we are in the dark except for the lights from the Christmas tree. Ta-da! Does that show up on camera there?
It does. It's
okay. So I
really
based
bright.
this off of I used the leg from the Mega Size Unicorn, and of course you guys know that one doesn't include any lighting or whatnot. So I actually went through the effort to go through, and I wired up the whole leg just so it would glow nice and beautifully.
That is impressive.
Isn't it? Here, let me turn the light on. Let's see how that works. You can't really.
Yeah, it kind of blinds.
It kind of blinds out. So it has like a two-way. You can use it in two ways, I guess. I can just leave it on with the red, or I can have both this and the light on. Isn't that cool?
You did good work, Todd.
Thank you very much. I had to make, so the lampshade on the top, I had to custom build this, so I had to figure out how am I going to make a lampshade. So I bought the cloth, and then I had to make the mold for the shape of the top of the lamp, and then I used the mold to put the cloth over and use some glue and some water to make it nice and hard. And then in the movie it has like a more dangling frill to it, but that was going to take too much time, so I went with just the regular black, what do you call this thing? Mesh net?
Lace.
Lace, there you go, lace. It kind of does the trick, I feel. It looks good. Yeah, so the base, I guess if you want, you can turn the light back on, perhaps.
There we go.
There you go. So for the base on this, I used, if an eagle-eye Gundam viewer will notice, this is just a Gundam, what do you call it? Gundam base? Action base? This is just action base. It's actually two action bases, one on top of the other, and in the inside I have the controls for the lamp and the controls for the LEDs. Yeah, so what else I had to mention? There was just a lot of work to get it all lit up with the LEDs in the middle and to be able to wire it up so that I can use the lamp on the top. Now if anybody else out there would ever want to try and do this, I do recommend using an LED bulb for the actual lamp on the top, because these do not get hot compared to an incandescent bulb. So it just looks like a regular bulb, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's LED. It just plugs in. I have just a regular old lamp socket on top, so she works just like a lamp. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for my 2017 Christmas surprise, the leg lamp.
Thank you very much for that, Todd.
Indeed.
So that was Todd's leg lamp.
Yeah.
Something the world never asked for, but here it is anyways.
It's just, I mean, how could you not love it?
Well, you know, I don't think I'd put it in my house, but...
No, this is like meant to go like front center of a window where everybody can admire in its glory.
Please put it in your window.
You know, I
you
actually...
get so many questions.
Right?
No one would ever ask you.
Especially with, like...
they would...
Just like leaving the red lights on. Like even if the top lamp's off, just leave the red lights on. It just works so well.
Moving on. So I've got some questions from you lovely people. The first one comes from Vargan. I've been curious about the Megami Device kits for a while. Good to see somebody with anime knowledge on the show.
Yes.
And I have a lot of anime knowledge to spare.
It is really nice.
I watch, like, every season there's a new set of anime. Like, you know, spring, summer, winter, fall.
That's a lot of anime.
What?
That's a lot of
Yes,
anime.
it is. And each time I watch probably 7 series or more. So I watch a lot of anime. Anyways, yeah, we look forward to doing more kind of anime-looking kits. I mean, this isn't from an anime itself, but it's very anime-esque with the face.
At least maybe not yet. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, they made a Frame Arms Girl anime.
This was a model before it became an anime.
Yeah, Frame Arms Girl was just a kit series before it became an anime at the beginning of this year, I think. Anyways, next is Masasi, who said, "Did you see The Last Jedi?"
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
But we don't want to talk about it so much because spoilers, a lot of people haven't seen it yet. And, you know, I guess all I can say is I enjoyed it. Okay,
you enjoyed it. I have some reservations, perhaps.
I mean, I think a lot of us have reservations, but I still enjoyed it.
You know, I was kind of really mixed after I watched the movie. But then I thought about Jar Jar Binks, and I was like, you know, is it as bad as Jar Jar Binks, though? Misa no like that, it's a movie.
Well, anyways, you know, if you want to talk about it, let us hear your comments, but please try to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers. There's still quite a few people out there in the world that haven't seen it.
Okay, the next one comes from Dreedle D, who said, "What will 2018 hold for us modelers?"
Yeah, I want to know too. But speaking of this, there is something kind of exciting that I want to mention. On January 1st, New Year's Day, there is actually something from Bandai that is going to be put up on our site that I feel, at least, is really kind of exciting.
But it's a secret.
It is a secret. We can't say. So all we can say really is check back on HLJ.com on January 1st, and I believe you'll be able to pre-order it from the 1st.
Yes,
so
you should be able to pre-order it from the 1st. So keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out. Check back on the 1st. All right. So I think we do have a giveaway.
Yeah.
So this is our new 2,000 yen credit giveaway.
Very first time we're doing this.
So yeah, and there was actually quite a few people who commented. They were really excited about this credit giveaway.
Oh, I'm glad.
I mean, I can understand. It's really credit. It's really,
yeah,
really
you can
exciting.
spend it on anything you like.
You can spend it on anything. So our first credit giveaway winner is going to go to random number generator has chosen lucky number 31.
Ooh.
So it's close to last week's number. And this is from Stellarium Celestia.
Congratulations.
And they say it's a Saturnalia miracle. All right, so I had to look. Wait, I was like, Saturnalia miracle. What is that? So I looked it up, and it says Saturnalia was an ancient Roman festival in honor of the god Saturn, held on 17th December of the Julian calendar, and later expanded with festivities through the 23rd of December.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah,
I did not know that.
I did not know that, and now we do, thanks to Stellarium Celestia. Thank you very much, and we will be contacting you to find out your account number so that we can get this credit for you. So, let's see.
Nice.
What do you say? Shall we give away more credit for this week? Is that pretty cool? A lot of people are excited about this. Who doesn't want this?
I want it.
I know I want it too, but we work here, so we're ineligible. Necker.
Ah, well.
Oh,
But anyways, so how can they enter to win this, Todd?
Alright, so if you guys would like to win 2,000 yen credit, all you need to do is be a subscriber to our YouTube channel and go to hobbylink.tv, find episode number 259, and then just post a comment on the HobbyLink TV. So
Yep, and maybe random number generator will favor your comments.
you too, and you, who knows, you too can win 2,000 yen!
Can I take this hat off now?
I think we can. Christmas is over for another year. I'm sad.
It'll come again soon enough.
Right.
Anyhow,
Okay.
you can also find us on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And as always, we're brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com. So if there's something you're looking for, check us out. Buy your kits from us.
That's right. Okay. Thank you very much for that, Lindsay. And I think we'll be back again after the break.
Yep, we're taking a short break, but we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, we will indeed. All right, everybody. Hope you're all enjoying your holidays and have a happy new year.
See you next time.